I want to talk about this cloud growth. So the cloud revenue grew by 32%. Considerable growth considering this is a maturing business. And at the same time, they're the number 3 player facing some very stiff competition from both Amazon and Microsoft. Do you think investors are actually under-responding to all this? I mean, I'm just kind of surprised the stock's not up more than this.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I mean, we're also talking about this massive ship in the ocean, so it takes a little bit of time to kind of turn tides a little bit. I think overall enthusiasm was very bullish. I think a lot of what they said in the earnings call last night was very positive. I think it fed a lot of the bulls, and I think any kind of bearishness, I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of talk in it at all.
All right, so search is kind of holding on. We're talking about Alphabet. What did you make of what they told us about Gemini and kind of the levels of adoption that they're seeing? I don't think we have a real benchmark for growth and adoption when it comes to these AI services. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, benchmarking something that didn't exist, 5 years ago makes it a little bit rough. I think they're handling the transition on search quite positively. I think, more and more people are starting to use the AI feature, but they're still, not crushing themselves as far as like ad sales as once you start scrolling down. So I think, a lot of people were very bullish on the top and bottom beat and a lot of the categories within.
I want to shift over to Tesla. Shares down more than 6%. So Elon Musk says it's going to be kind of sound like LeBron James when he went to the Miami Heat. He says it's going to be a couple quarters, not just one, not just two, not just three, kind of forecasting some rough times. Does this kind of lean this company more to being a car company? Because the rough quarters you're talking about are with the auto business. It's not talking about the robo-taxi business and the robotics. It's really about the car business.
Yeah, I think, Elon Musk wants to be, or at least he wants to provide updates on the car business about as much as Michael Saylor wants to provide updates on his software business. I think the attention Elon Musk wants to focus is on the autonomous and the rollout and on robots and on, I don't know, I guess diners, drive-ins, and dives these days.
That's a pretty good show, actually. I like that show. When we're talking about the robotics business or the robo-taxi, what's your outlook? They're facing some pretty stiff competition from Waymo here in the U.S., Xiaomi internationally, Apollo Go looking to kind of expand in Europe as well. Where is there room for this business to take off?
Manufacturing, strength of scale. I think if they could start hitting, they should be able to ramp up much faster than Google, much faster than their competitors, and I think that's what it's all about. There's this big reputational hit that Elon Musk basically self-inflicted, if you will, as far as jumping into politics. But it'll be interesting to see if that, and I don't think it will, if that will impact, autonomous robo-taxis. So if we're talking about, an Uber ride that's $20, a Waymo ride that's, I don't know, 18, and an Uber ride that's 15, we'll see how quick brand recognition starts to maybe rebuild over some time as well.
All right, I want to ask you the question a lot of investors are going to be thinking about today, at least when it comes to Tesla. Is this a viable dip? Is this a temporary decline? And remember, Tesla often trades on sentiment, has a lot of retail investor interest as well. Would you buy right here? Is this a good place?
It all depends on your thoughts on what Elon Musk said. Will they have these affordable EVs really starting to grow by the end of the year? Will they have robotics, 1 million a year by 2030? If you are a believer of that, the future state that he talks about, of kind of away from the traditional, EV market, then yes, this could be a great long-term entry point.